Our final kind of portrait is collage, and you'll need the following things to create this.
Of course, we'll need scissors. Mine are grown-up scissors, but if you have child-sized scissors, that would be best. A piece of paper for the background, a glue stick or some other kind of glue, and an old magazine or a piece of junk mail.
Now, the age of your child will determine how much help they might need. So for a younger child, you might be cutting out shapes for them. So just stick to simple shapes like circles, squares, triangles, rectangles. And then for an older child, they'll be able to cut out pieces all on their own. So they might cut out an eye shape, they might cut out a triangle for a nose, and might even cut strips of paper for hair, which would be really cool too.
Okay, so you can see here that I've already cut some shapes out of the papers from the old magazine or junk mail. And this one might be for a younger child where I've already cut shapes, general shapes like rectangles, triangles, circles, squares. And so they can choose their own shapes to create their portraits, but also for an older child, they might make similar shapes depending on their ability to use scissors. For the sake of demonstration, I'm going to show you how I've done mine, but your portrait ought to look completely different, and you do it in your own way. I've used some fun pink and green paper for the hair, and now I've made some eyes. Over here I have a triangle. Can use for the nose, and then one final piece, a mouth. I also have these little squares over here if I can get them to add maybe some fun different shaped pupils. And remember, yours is going to look a lot different than mine. Okay, and now of course it's time to glue the pieces on so they don't fall off. And for this, I just use a regular school glue stick. But if you don't have that and you have liquid glue, that works as well. You might want to use a Q-tip and glue in a small little dish so that they can have better control over where the glue goes. For older kids, you can challenge them to find the letters of their name in the magazine, like this.
I hope you've enjoyed making all different kinds of portraits. Don't forget to share your work with me by email or text, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week.